Well, a very good morning, everybody, for Thursday, the 11th of November, Armistice Day. Low pressure out in the Atlantic is continuing to swirl fronts us at the moment, but we are sort of being held back by this little, I don't know if it's sort of ridge or col of high pressure, which is over Europe. This has allowed some slightly slacker winds, although more from a southerly direction, which is what's sort of bringing the temperatures up than what we saw a bit earlier in the week. Over the next couple of days, low pressure will make itself known, and a particularly deep area of low pressure forming out in the Atlantic again, but nothing sort of unusual for this time of year, and maybe some bright periods at times looking at that towards Sunday, though the risk of fog at this time of year, as you look outside, is quite evident. Those winds will be generally from the south to southwest, sort of 10 to 15 knots at flying heights. And the satellite picture at the moment shows fairly extensive cloud, though most of it, the fog is very separate to the higher level you can see on here. So if you get rid of the fog, it's not too bad. It just depends if the fog lifts into low cloud or dissipates completely, really. But yes, quite a lot of fog and mist across a lot of the south of the UK. I know Southampton Airport isn't open at the moment with for arrivals, as they've got lots of fog, and other airports are struggling too. So it's not just Lasham that struggles with fog. It is quite widespread today. So yes, we've got lots and lots of cloud all over the UK, but hopefully the lower stuff shall thin and break, and the higher stuff will not be so much a problem. Public forecast shows that fog in there, and those sort of light to moderate southwesterly winds, never getting particularly good in visibility, sort of moderate at best, so 10 to 11k, always a bit of a struggle at this time of year, especially with a low sun. Top temperature there are 12 degrees. If we see a little bit more sunshine, we might even see 13, maybe even 14 degrees, given that where the air mass is coming from. But unsurprisingly, being a fairly moist air mass, we're seeing dew points of around 9. OGM are currently reporting few at 100 feet, broken at 2,500 feet. So they're sort of in a weird different valley and not getting the same fog as we are. If you look at Farnborough, they've got no cloud and 6,000 meters in sort of haze. Southampton, though, if you look here, have 200 meters in fog. So certainly here at home, it's been interesting to watch sort of the fog try and break. Hasn't quite yet, and I imagine it might take a little bit longer, but just a few miles may make all the difference. So we shall keep an eye on it. Top Meteo says a bit later today. Top Meteo says a bit later today, we should see some brighter skies in the afternoon. This is definitely, that's for Saturday. That's no use. Yeah, foggy starts. In fact, that doesn't say it will clear at the moment, but I'm a bit more optimistic than Top Meteo. I reckon it will lift and clear into something. So Top Meteo not being much use there. Airspace-wise, Solent Farnborough as usual. Everleigh danger area is activated up to a slightly higher level at the moment. That's generally in the evenings, but keep an eye out. There might be a bit more activity going around Salisbury Plain at the moment. Fairford active, Little Rislington active with the usual parachuting, no TAM. So surface to 3,000 feet, 3 nautical miles, and 3,000 to 6,000 feet, 6 nautical miles. And that's from midday today. No, it's from 8 today. Reading that line there in the NOTAMs. Always read the schedules of these NOTAMs, as they can sometimes differ from the headline a little bit if you don't read it closely enough. In fact, I even read that wrong again. Yeah, 12 till 10. 12 till 10 tonight. Looking at everything else, looks fairly quiet, nothing in particular. Operation at Lasham, it'll be a choice between 2.3 or 2.7. We have managed to get away with 2.7 with the southerlies, but only if the grass is dry enough to have the winch offset. So we'll have a look at that. I think we've got plenty of time. It is, as I said, Armistice Day, and 79 years since Lasham opened as a RAF station. We will be commemorating this at the memorial at the front of the the club at 11 o'clock. So yeah, do come along, 5 minutes before, so I'm sure there'll be a good turnout, as there is always. But yes, we will also make sure there is no error towing and nothing that can cause any disturbance around that time. It's really important that we commemorate sort of the history of and especially of Lasham's as well, because a lot of people left and didn't return to Lasham back in those darker days. So yes, please join us. It'll be great to see you all, and wrap up warm. Club, the Brown Elephants is still got plenty of milk, hopefully, and some teas and coffees. So yeah, keep yourself warm, and I'll see you on the airfield a bit later when hopefully this is lifted. Bye for now.